Hi, welcome. My name is Anna, and as you can already tell from the title, I will be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. Now I do have my little book right here with all my words and all my questions. Currently 9, so it's a little windy outside today, and I do have some stuff that I'm gonna crochet, but it's kind of windy, so I'm feeling like I need to go read a book. So I got back into reading for like the 11th time this year, so I'm back on BookTube, I guess. So we're just gonna jump into all of today's question. So why did I start this channel now? I believe that honesty is the best policy. So I did already have a BookTube, but I was doing crochet stuff on it too. And so I think it kind of messed up my algorithm because when I do post crochet videos, I do get like a good amount of views and people stop by. When I post like my bookish videos, I'm not really getting the what do you call that? What do you call that? I'm not getting the feedback that I wanted, so I'm starting a channel that's just for writing and reading. So that's why I started this channel. I do want to connect with readers as I'm currently writing a book, so I just want to connect with readers on here and just leave the other channel for just my YouTube, my crochet stuff. So that's why I started this channel. Honesty, quick and short. So instead of I'm looking away, I could always cut away all this stuff, this question, but I want to be authentic, I guess. So what are some fun, unique things that you can bring to BookTube? Um, I to be honest, there's nothing that I could bring to BookTube that isn't already here. So the only thing that I can bring is me, I guess. So I'm bringing myself. And I don't just read a book because everyone's reading it or because it's popular. I read a book if I think it resonates with me. Also, up until I started this whole booktube thing, I didn't believe in DNF in books. I believe that every book get a like, how could you rate a book 1 star when you've only read like half the book? That's just personally me, but don't come get me now because I'm not a fighter. I don't like confrontations. So um what are you my my handwriting is so horrible that I don't know if you can see it. See this? So I'm really struggling to read it right now. What are what are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm really excited that I will get to meet readers. I just want to connect with readers, and I should have done. I should. It's just that when I started Books of Yarn, that was my other YouTube channel. I wanted to combine like both my love for yarn and crocheting and reading, and I should just start a channel. I should just made them separate from the get go. So what I'm more excited about is that I will get to connect with readers and potentially authors because half of this channel is dedicated to my writing because I'm currently writing a romance fantasy book, which I call Project Sunrise. There's a little fly or something flying around. I don't know what it is. That's what happened whenever I open my window. You know, something from outside is always trying to get in here. Um, why do you love reading? Escapism. I would have loved to live in a world where there's vampires and werewolves and witches and that's just uh that's just not reality. So it is escapism for me. Uh what books or series got you into reading? I've said this time and time again, and I'm so ashamed because the books or the book series that got me into reading is Nancy Drew. And I currently don't know the I don't know the author's name. So that's just something that I should be really ashamed about because I've read a lot of Nancy Drew books growing up as a kid. But I don't know. I don't know the author. So what question would you ask your favorite booktuber? Now, I have a lot of booktubers, and I would like to know what was the book that got you into reading, or what's your favorite book of all time? Because I know there's a lot of people on here who have read like over 1,000 books in their lives, and that's a lot of books to read. So that would be my question. Uh, what challenge do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? When I was writing this question down because I got it from a blog post, I really did not know what challenge in specific they're referring to. Um, the hardest challenge that I think, the thing that would be hardest for me to overcome in regards to BookTube is what challenge do you think starting a BookTube channel will be the hardest? What challenge? Honestly, I want to say that I know how to answer that question, but I don't. And so I'm just gonna say for right now, I really don't know. So we're on like the second to last question. When did you start reading? If you ask my mom, she'll tell that I've been reading for as long as I can remember, and I started reading pretty early. I was reading from I was before one. I don't know how accurate that is, but I've been reading for as long as I can remember. And what kind of books do you like to read? I started reading mysteries, separate and apart from Nancy Drew, because I've never read a Nancy Drew book that I didn't like. So they're like the books that I can always count on, and I haven't read one in a lot of years, to be honest. I haven't read a Nancy Drew since I was like 16, which is like 10 years ago. But the genre of the genre that I really like reading now is fantasy, specifically romance fantasy. Now, I liked romance, but I read a lot of Harley Quinn books growing up, and they had the damsel in distress trope. At the time, I didn't know that was a trope. But there's always the billionaire guy, and there's always this poor girl, and she's trying so hard not to love him because he has money, and she doesn't want to come off as loving him for his money, but she end up loving him, and his money is always a perk. So I grew up on those type of books, so I didn't really like romance. Um, and I, for some reason, I still, because of that, I still don't like standalone romance. I'll read romance as long as it is a subgenre of any other type of book. Like I'll read a mystery romance. I'll read a thriller romance. I'll read a psychological romance. I'll read a fantasy romance as long as it's not just romance. So that's that. What kind of oh, I just answered that. I did. So that's all the questions I have for today. So I wish there were more questions for me to answer. If you have any questions, don't. I talk too much sometimes. So if you have any other questions, don't be afraid to ask me down in the comment section below. And I look forward to getting to receive book recommendations from you. And I hope that in the future I'm someone that you can rely on for book recommendations. And just know that there might be books that you like to read that I don't or haven't read, because I know for sure that I haven't read Akatar. Um, I've owned the ebook for a really, really long time, but I haven't gotten into reading it, and I'm not sure why. And I'm gonna show you what book I'm currently reading right now. So I'm just probably gonna have to clip this or something, but I'm reaching for it because it's not far. I see my pretty face is up in the camera. So this is the book that I'm currently reading right now. It's called The Woman of Chateau Lafayette, and I don't own this book. I saw it on my library, and I've always, these last two words are two of my favorite words. I've always liked the word chateau, and I've always liked the word Lafayette. So when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I knew, I have no idea what it was about, but I'm reading it right now, and I'm 100, I'm a liar. I'm a liar. I'm 33 pages in, and I thought it was further. I'm 33 pages in, and I'm loving it so far. It follows three women. Why am I pitching a book to you? But It just follows three women who's lived at this house called Chateau Lafayette throughout three periods of it's a fiction. Kind of like a historical fiction ish. It's French. And also the audiobook which I really love because there are some words like the name Henry, it's pronounced like in French, it's pronounced like a different way, which I think is really cool. But I'm just gonna leave the video right here. Thank you so much for stopping by. Have a wonderful year, month, week, day, hour, minute, second, and I hope I see you in my next video. Toodles!